Welcome everyone to Balance by Megan. I am Megan, and with me today is Jenny and baby girl, and we have a prenatal yoga flow for you. So grab your mat and let's create balance in your life. So we begin in seated position. Finding a comfortable spot to sit on. You might want to take a blanket underneath you if you have one. Cross your legs. Feel rooted into the mat. So with your left hand, place it on your heart, and take your right hand and place it on your belly. And just take a few breaths here. Feel comfortable, feel rooted. And we'll move through three-part breathing. So inhale through the nose, feel your belly filling with air. Exhale, air leaves the belly. Inhale in through the nose, air fills the belly. Exhale, air leaves the belly. Once more, in through the nose, belly. Exhale from your belly. Inhale through the nose, belly, and your rib cage. Exhale from your rib cage and your belly. Inhale, belly, rib cage. Exhale from your rib cage and your belly. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, belly, rib cage, and your heart space. Exhale from your heart space, your rib cage, and your belly. Inhale. Feel your collarbones separating. Exhale. Air leaves the body. Once more like this together. Inhale. And exhale. Take a few breaths here on your own. You might be able to feel baby moving. And feel the warmth of your hands pressing into your belly and your heart space. And we'll take one more breath here. And as you exhale, place your hands, palms down on your knees, and slowly bat the eyelashes open. Yay! All right, so we'll move through some neck stretches here. So inhale, draw the nose towards your chest area. Exhale, lift the nose up towards the sky. Don't crunch your neck though. Inhale, back down. And exhale, up. Do this a few times. And then we'll come back to center and we'll just draw a line to the left with the nose. Inhale to center and exhale over to the right. Inhale back to center. And now you know what you're doing. So we'll just move at your own pace here. And just take one more breath wherever you are. Come back to center. So from here, we'll draw our hands, palms together in front of our heart. We'll inhale, push the palms away, lift them up, And then exhale, draw them down the sides. Inhale, palms together, push away and up. And exhale, down by the sides. We'll do this 3 more times together. Moving with your breath. Just finding a little bit of movement for you mamas in the shoulders and the chest area. And I lost count there, but we'll do one more. Beautiful. Bring your hands back to your knees. Take a breath here. And exhale. We'll take the fingers and we'll interlace them behind our back. So I'll just show you quickly. I want you to draw your knuckles down and away here, really lifting that chest. I'm sure as Jenny can attest, as mamas with bellies and pregnant bellies here, we're often doing this, so we need to open up that chest space, and lift that heart. Take another breath here. Exhale. And now draw your knuckles, still interlaced together, to the right side of your hip. And draw your neck towards the left side, lifting the ear towards the ceiling, the right ear. Feeling a stretch here. Take another breath. Exhale, come back to center, release the fingers. You might just give a little shoulder roll if that feels okay. And then we'll interlace the hands back around, opposite thumb on top, so it will most likely feel awkward. Draw the knuckles down and away. Take a few breaths here. Again, opening the chest. You might find a little movement in the neck if it feels okay for you. And then we'll draw those hands to the left side hip. And we'll take our right ear down to the right shoulder, lifting the left ear towards the sky. Finding a nice stretch in the neck. One more breath. Exhale, release. Hands behind. You might release them and just take another shoulder roll if that feels good for you. So from here, we'll come forward. So yogi's choice, you can keep the blanket underneath you for a little bit of extra padding on the knees, or you can move the blanket all together. So we'll come into our tabletop position, wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Take a moment here to feel grounded, pressing into the top of your feet, pressing them into the mat. Fingertips spread nice and wide. We're not collapsing in the wrist, but pushing into the fingertips and lifting up through the palms. So we'll move through a cat-cow here. So rather than dropping the belly and moving through your cow pose on the inhale, think of moving your chest forward. Exhale, round the spine, come into your cat pose. Inhale, come forward and think of the collarbones and the upper body moving rather than the belly. Exhale, come into your cat. So move through your cat-cow here. And just finding a little bit of extension and flexion in the spine and in the back. And the shoulders. Perfect. Come back to your tabletop position and we'll walk the hands back towards our legs. You can rearrange the knees as needed, walk up. So now we're up on our knees. We'll take our right foot, place it out to the side. So widen your stance as needed. And we're coming into like a half warrior pose. So stand up nice and tall here, or Kneel nice and tall here. Feeling the crown lifting up, heart shines forward, roll the shoulder blades down. And you might just move a little back and forth here, just finding some stability. And when that feels good to you, send the arms up and come into your warrior two variation. So we'll just breathe here for a few breaths, feeling strong. And take one more breath like this. Inhale, and as you exhale, take that right arm down to your right leg and lift that left arm over to the right side. Inhale, come back to your warrior two. Exhale, lift up and over. Inhale. And exhale, finding a little bit of lateral movement in the body, a part that often gets overlooked when you're having a baby, when you're pregnant. So this is just a really nice pose, actually for anyone. Usually if you sit at a desk or in a car, you do anything on your phone when you're hunched over, this is kind of a nice counter to that. So we'll just do one more. Exhale, come back to center. You can come forward, draw that knee in, and we'll just move to the other side. So sending that left toe out. Walk back up. You might need to rearrange your knees. Just find a space between the legs that works for you. Inhale, send the arms up. Take a few breaths here. Just feeling that nice stretch in the hip area, in the thigh area. Take another breath. Drawing the shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale here. And exhale, drop that left arm down to the left side and reach up with that right arm over. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, center. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, up and over. Take two more here. Finding movement that works with your breath. I said two more, but let's do one. One more here. Come back to center. We'll come forward, bring that knee in. Come back to your tabletop position and move through just a couple of cat-cows again, just to reset. So inhale, shine the heart forward. Exhale, arch the back, come into your cat. Inhale, come back to neutral and just lift the neck up and over. Exhale, cat pose. Take two more wherever you are. And come back to neutral spine. So if you have blocks nearby, grab the blocks. If you don't have the blocks, you don't need them. I will show you how to do it without them, but we'll come into our tabletop position. Curl the right toes under. Let's just send them back for a moment and find a calf stretch. So you might move back and forth, just working out the calf. Rock back and forth on the tip toes there. You should be feeling this hamstring stretch. Inhale, lift it up. And with your blocks, you'll bring your foot in, grab your blocks, and you'll come into your low lunge. So if you don't have them, it's okay. You can come here, or you can come up onto your knee. So we'll just find a little bit of a stretch here, feeling that in the left hip flexor. And you might need to move that back knee back a little bit, but make sure that your knee is over top of your right ankle. And find a few moments here, sinking down. Inhale, and as you exhale, straighten that front knee, flex those toes. Inhale, come back. And exhale, straighten the legs, flex the foot. And depending on where you're at in your pregnancy, you might need a little bit more room for baby. So if you need to just open that leg up a little bit more, you can bring the block onto the inner side of the right foot and just make sure that you have room to move. Do one more wherever you are. Flex the foot. Come back to your low lunge. You can stand the blocks or you can move them to come back to your tabletop position. Reset in your tabletop. Pressing into the tops of the feet. Pressing up away from your mat. And we'll send the left foot out and we'll find a calf stretch. Move front, move back. Just finding some movement for your calves here. If this is hard for you to do on your mat, you can come up to a wall and just do the same thing. So from here, we'll lift the left leg up and draw it into your low lunge. Grabbing your blocks and finding space for you and baby. And we'll just move through our low lunge here, taking a few breaths. Making sure that that knee is over the ankle. And take another breath here. And this time as you inhale, you'll stay in your lunge. And as you exhale, you straighten that front leg and flex the front foot. Inhale, come back to your low lunge. Exhale. Straighten that front foot. And we'll move back and forth through our low lunge and runner's variation. Finding some movement that works for you. And take two more wherever you are. Back through to your low lunge. Take a breath here. As you exhale, you might move those blocks, keep them, and send your foot back, come to your tabletop position. So from here, we'll walk the hands back, come up the thighs, sit on our toes, and swing the legs to one side. Beautiful. Send your legs out long. You might lean back a little and just wave your feet back and forth, lifting the chest. And just finding a little bit of relief. If it's your wrists are sore, you can come onto your fist and kind of lift your chest a little bit more. If that's too unstable for you, just come onto your palms. From here, we'll roll to the right side and we'll sexy slide our way down. So making sure that we're not collapsing onto the back. We'll roll to the side and then come on to your back. So from here, you'll just find a comfortable position. You might want to lift the knees up towards the ceiling. If you have a bolster nearby, and I'll actually just grab Jenny one. So she's gonna roll into seated side version of Shavasana, which is really nice for when you're pregnant. If you have a bolster, more of a flat one, you can take your blocks like so. Block goes up like this, and it comes through like low line or on the medium. You can set your bolster up here and come to lie down. If you're maybe not as far as long in your trimester, to come flat on your back or stay on your side. But Jenny is on her left side. She has her arm tucked behind her. The arm that's tucked behind her and that leg is straight. And then her other leg is wrapped over a bolster. So take a few breaths here in your Shavasana. Finding gratitude for taking time to do something for yourself and for baby. And although this may be the last thing you want to do in your day, especially the closer you get to your due date, or maybe if you're not feeling the best today, just take a moment and find gratitude and appreciation for taking time to do this today and to do something so important for you and for baby. So from here, take as much time as you need. Close your eyes and find a little bit more time for yourself. If you have to get on with your day, you might start to wiggle the toes and your fingers. And just finding a little bit of movement in your body. You might roll to your side if you're not already there. And from there, we'll roll up to a seated position. Finding a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. We'll draw the hands to the heart space. And just take a moment to thank ourselves for being here today. Draw the hands up to the third eye, the place between our brows. We bow when we say, may the light in me honor the light in you. So comment down below, let me know, when is your due date? So Jenny is due in
December 27th.
So just a few short weeks. I'm so excited to meet her. Let me know when your due date is, and subscribe to the channel today, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.